Hello friends and family, this is my week 2 garden tour, and those are the duckies. So let's get started, see what's different from last week. It's kind of crazy that it's already been a week, but definitely some new stuff growing. Let's look. Unfortunately, we faced a strawberry tragedy. Bunnies got in and ate down like most of my strawberries. So I bought a couple new ones that I put in this bed, and I got a strawberry pot, which I'll put a picture to, full of strawberries, so that should be sufficient. Next over is the garlic herb lettuce bed, and I just noticed some garlic scapes. So I plan to harvest those and cook them up. And I looked up a couple recipes and I'm gonna try some of them. So that'll be new and exciting. Over with the fruit trees, the potato bed, I keep just mounding on that straw. I'm gonna screw in those new planks probably this week so that they continue to grow up towards the sun. Got some color changing on the cherries. I'm not sure their eventual color. I tried one the other day and it wasn't very sweet yet. So I'm just kind of watching and waiting. Over here, this bed got quite munched on by bunnies too. It had a lot of onions in it that I'm sure will come back up. But I've replanted some kale, some Swiss chard. There's a lot of lettuce coming up. There's cabbage. Not really 100% sure. Want to make sure I showcase my aunt's beautiful rocks that I have all around my garden to show what's what. So next we've got the cabbage bed, cabbage, broccoli, put some Swiss chard, some more spinach because the bunnies ate it all, some kale. Got my chicken wire up, so that should help prevent any more losses from the bunnies. Over here is the squash and corn bed, which is mostly pumpkins. And then I got some new corn starts that were a little bit bigger because I'm not patient. Here's another beautiful rock, squash. And over here, the squash and ground cherries bed. Thinned out the ground cherries a little bit, hoping that promotes growth. Got a little bit of weeding to do out here. Over here is an apple tree that was already on the property, and it makes small like crab apples, and my neighbors have told me they're quite delicious, so that could be fun. And next to the apple tree is a flower bed. We've got dahlias on the right, zinnias in the middle, and some sunflowers mixed in. And same with this bed, all the dahlias are coming up, so that's exciting. Should get a nice bloom longer than last year's. Over in the courtyard area, we've got some lupines coming from one of the center pots, some herbs in the little pots that my niece and nephew painted, and they're so cute. And I have a couple more over here, these little pots. So cute, I love them, with flowers. And this pot has sweet peas which have started blooming, and they smell delicious. So sweet. We've got the wildflower bed with some sunflowers in the middle. Starting to see a lot of little buds, so I'm hoping that we're gonna get some color in here soon. Here's the raspberries. You can see that they're starting to form. These are called service berries. And then over here are blackberries and some bountiful lettuce and herbs in here too, and then some baby cucumbers that I'm hoping as it gets warmer, they really start to grow. Over to the pea bed. I've got a little pea harvest I already got inside, like a handful. And these ones on the right were planted a little later, and so they're just starting to make flowers, where the ones on the left, you can see they're taller than me now. And they're making lots of little peas. There's beans down here in front, growing nicely. More cucumbers along the arch trellis. Over to the tomatoes and peppers. There's some beans along this arch trellis, and they should grow up and over. These are all this one's a pepper. Everything else is basically tomato, nasturtium, tomato, nasturtium, tomato, and some more beans. Also some beans in the blueberry bed. So these guys are kind of starting to change color, but I don't think I'm going to be eating them in the next few weeks. Got some mustard greens I thinned out, so they started to grow. Some radishes I thinned out, and they're starting to grow better. And over to the other side of the tomato bed, you can see this early start one that's just getting big. This one is bigger, it's about a tennis ball sized. And this plant is really taking off. So that'll be nice. I'll have one that makes really nice big tomatoes, and then a whole forest of cherry tomatoes. Some more peppers and radishes, basil. There's got a lot going on in here. Marigolds. On the other side of the pea bed, there's some more beans. I just planted some that look like they're just starting to come up. Those are going to be Tanya's pink potted beans, which are going to be hot pink. It's so cool. They cook to green, but they grow hot pink. So that'll be really fun. I'm excited to see the colors. Got lots of peas growing up. So in the center of the courtyard, we've got the flower pots. Here's that strawberry pot I was talking about. It's full. So, and protected from the bunnies, hopefully. So that should be fruitful. Then over here, we've got some flowers, and cosmos are starting to really grow. Herbs starting to. There's a little bumblebee. The fuzzy kind are my favorite. Oh, so cute. They really like the purple flowers. Over here I have some lavender that started to flower, which means it smells delicious. That's what's in here in front. These are sage in the back where the bumblebees are. I planted some onions from inside the house. Looks like they're gonna bloom. They've got some little bulb things at the top. I've never done most of this, so all new. I've got a pot of peppermint. Those are some sunflowers. And the by the door flower garden with foxgloves, and on the other side, in between, these are all baby's breath, there and there, and those are starting to grow. So that'll be really pretty. And I should be able to get some nice cut flowers. The flower wagon and the front bed that still needs to be weed whacked. That's it. Thanks for watching.